Aristocrats versus Anti-Armor with or without stabilized. Have you ever wondered what the difference is? We're going to test a couple different weapons and a couple different enemies. First one is the Behemoth, and then we're going to try Super Mutants, and then we're going to try the Mirelurk Queen. The weapons that we're going to be testing are going to be 50 cal machine gun with Anti-Armor, 50 cal machine gun with AA, Gauss minigun with AA, Gauss minigun with Aristocrats, Holy Fire with AA versus Holy Fire with Aristocrats. The Aristocrats giving us the full 50% bonus damage by having over 30,000 caps. You can see we have Astoundingly Awesome Tales 3, which is health regen while swimming, which is absolutely necessary. The perk card loadout is pretty simple for this testing. We're not adding any damage that is based on certain conditions or anything. The only thing that we have that's boosting damage are just straight damage buffs across the board. So 3 heavy gunner perk cards and then bloody mess. There's going to be the requirements that we're going to follow for this testing. Solo, not on a team, no adrenaline perk card, no tenderizer perk card, no taking one for the team, no adrenal reaction mutations. So that way, if our health happens to go down, we get extra damage randomly. So we don't want to have that one. No chems being used, no big guns bobblehead, no damage magazines. We're doing torso shots only outside of VATS in Hellcat power armor instead of the Daily Driver Stranglerheart power armor because we don't want poison damage to affect the numbers. First enemy we're going to test this against is a level 100 Behemoth. We're going to start off with the 50 cal machine gun first. This is the AA 50 cal machine gun. Torso is 54, and then we switch to the minigun, or where the hell is this guy going? 50 cal machine gun Aristocrats. It's doing 56 damage. Next thing we're going to do is add stabilized, and we're going to pick the Anti-Armor 50 cal machine gun. Torso is 67. Switch to the Aristocrats 50 cal machine gun. Torso is 69. Nice. Next up is the Gauss minigun, AA 55, and we'll switch to Gauss minigun Aristocrats 59 to the torso. Anti-Armor 68 torso versus Aristocrats Gauss minigun 73 to the torso. Now we're going to take stabilize off, and we're going to try the Anti-Armor again. 63 to the torso. Aristocrats 69. Nice. To the torso. Holy Fire Anti-Armor with stabilized 78 to the torso. And then Aristocrats Holy Fire 86. Next set of enemies is going to be level 100 Super Mutants 50 cal AA 48 to the torso. Aristocrats 50 cal 50 to the torso. Gauss minigun AA 49 to the torso. Gauss minigun Aristocrats 53. Now the Holy Fire Anti-Armor 42. Holy Fire Aristocrats 46. We're going to try out our 50 cal MG. Torso is 60. Aristocrats. Torso is 62. Gauss minigun Anti-Armor 61. Gauss minigun Aristocrats 66. Holy Fire Anti-Armor 53. Anti-Armor 58. Aristocrats. Next enemy, level 100 Mirelurk Queen. We're going to try 50 cal AA to the torso. This one's a little bit trickier to try to figure out. So if we just do standard VATS, it's 15. This is going to be Aristocrats 50 cal. If we do VATS, 16. Gauss minigun AA is 15, looks like. And then Gauss minigun Aristocrats is going to be 16 also. Next up, Holy Fire Anti-Armor 26. Holy Fire Aristocrats 28. 50 cal machine gun AA is 19. 50 cal Aristocrats is also 19. Gauss minigun Anti-Armor 19. Gauss Minigun Aristocrats. 20. Holy Fire Anti-Armor. It's what, 32? Yep, 32. Holy Fire Aristocrats. 35. As you can see, Aristocrats is the clear winner. This is all the numbers we did on the torso shots without stabilized, and you can see Aristocrats does more damage than Anti-Armor in all of these situations. These numbers get a lot more interesting when we look at how much of a percentage increase in damage that we got when we equipped Stabilized. 24, 25 or so. You can see on the low end here, only increased the damage by 18%. However, this guy, the Holy Fire, really likes when you're adding Stabilized against a Behemoth. 200 and 207% increase. For whatever reason, using Stabilized with the Holy Fire against a Behemoth is just the best thing to do if you're fighting that specific enemy. So averaging all these percentage increases together, taking out the two highest ones right here, because this really doesn't make much sense, and then taking out the lowest one, averaging these all together, we get a total of 24.7% damage increase by equipping Stabilized. Now what's interesting is on the Stabilized card itself, it says 45% more armor penetration. Some people might see that as, okay, well, if you have Anti-Armor that does 50% AA, and then you add Stabilize on top of that, you're getting 95% total. Well, Anti-Armor seems to work on some kind of a curve with diminishing effects, and once you get really high Anti-Armor amounts, like 95%, you're actually getting closer to somewhere around 70, 75%. And that was confirmed a while ago by the community, but these testing results here kind of show that. Now, since all of this testing was done at full health, it's also worth noting that if you are low health, then you would just want Bloodied to be the first star of your weapon combined with Stabilized. But if you're full health and you want another alternative and don't want to keep 30,000 caps on you all the time, you could try a Junkies build. Granted, this one's going to take a little bit of maintenance to get to that 50% damage from Junkies, but there is a Junkies guide up on Reddit if you want to follow that one. Then you would just pick the 5 specific addictions that you want to keep based on your build and what chems you may or may not be using. All right, guys, thank you so much for clicking this video. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button or the dislike button, or don't. Do whatever the hell you want to do. Peace.